Hi there! Woohoo! We've actually managed to get outside today. I have a sick toddler at home from daycare for probably most of this week, and obviously I have the baby at home as well. So it is really a challenge to get outside at any point on my own at the moment. But the big one has gone down for her midday nap, and coincidentally, my little one's nap coincided. So yes, I get probably just a few minutes. So I thought that we would get out here and plant up something that I have had sitting around for a couple of weeks now. I figured out where I want to put it, and I thought you guys might want to come along for the ride. This is my little collection of seedlings and little plants that I've got sitting ready and waiting to go into their new homes. Most of these are from our local council nursery. This one got a little bit dry, but thankfully it is resprouting, so yay. They actually all need water too. I'll have to get on and do that. But these ones are all from our local council nursery. These ones back here, the Alternifera that I started from cuttings, and these here is what we're going to plant today. So this is, I believe it is Euryops Golden Glow. So this is a shrub, I believe it is native to South Africa, which is a very similar climate to where we are. So makes sense that it does well here as well. And it is a pretty compact shrub that grows about 1.2 by 1 meters. So 1.2 high, 1 meter wide. And we have had this in our garden for a couple of years now. Actually, you can see it's just back there. And it actually hasn't done amazing in my yard. So you might be questioning, why are you going to put it in again then? Well, at the same time that I planted my not amazing specimens of it, my parents also planted some in their yard. And theirs are amazing. They have grown into these like perfect balls, really, really dense, and then just get covered in these tiny little yellow flowers in winter and spring. And so Mum popped down a couple of weeks back with a couple little plants that had popped up next to hers in her garden, and she had pulled them out and kept some for herself and was planting them in her garden and had potted some up for me. So I figure maybe the ones that are in my yard aren't doing amazing because they just need a different spot, or I didn't give them enough water when they first came established, or something like that. But since these are free, I thought it was worth another shot. So I've had a thought about where to put them, and I want to make sure I give them enough space. So last time I planted 2 of them, and I planted them a bit too close together, and I don't think that helped because they were quite crowded. So I'm going to give them plenty of space, and hopefully they grow to their full size in nice spherical balls of loveliness, and we get to enjoy them as they should be. So I've got 3 of them, and I think that's going to fit nicely in the space that I've got. Let's go plant them. Firstly, I might show you the crappy one that's in my yard. These are the ones that we already have. As you can see, they're just not very dense. Right down the bottom here is no, there's nothing, there's just sticks. So you can see how close I planted the 2 together. They're only probably about maybe 40 centimeters apart, and if they grow to be a meter wide, I need to give them like a meter between their trunks so that they can go to their full size. So that's definitely an error on my part when I planted these last time. So hopefully we will do better this time and give them plenty of water so they get established. They're basically very drought tolerant and quite easy to look after once they're established. So hopefully we can do better and get them to grow. I mean, because they're really, really great for the bees. We were up at my parents' place a couple months ago, and they had hundreds of bees on their plant. And I've just got one who is flying around on mine at the moment. I'll see if I can catch a bit of a video of her for you. Thing that feeds the bees is a big positive in my book, and let's see if we can get these guys to grow. I'm just going to quickly get into it and see if I can get this done in the short nap period that I've got, and I'll show you guys the result at the end. This is the space in which I'm thinking of putting them. It's in our front garden here that I've been working on mulching recently, and also planting a few things like the poppies and that. So I'm thinking the space back here probably fit the three of them in here quite nicely. So I'm just trying to figure out the spacing here. Like I said, I want to give them plenty of space this time. So that one looks good there. This one looks good here. If I go another meter this way, I'm gonna run into this tree that we've got here. So that's not gonna work. So maybe I move this one along a bit further here. That should have plenty of space to grow but not get into this tree's way. And then we work back this way. So this one here. So I've got this other plant here. So if I go a meter that way, I'm going to run into it. So I'm thinking maybe we can go this way, kind of come down behind these plants here, and that might work because it's kind of between these two trees as well, and hopefully that kind of looks a little less like soldiers in a row as well. They're planted. Yay, I wasn't sure we were going to get that job done. So I am going to call it now and head in and have a spot of lunch before the kids both wake up. But I hope you enjoy getting to watch a few more plants going in the ground here. The gardens are really starting to, fill up. We've got so much space left. But in small areas, they're starting to fill up, which is really fun. I can't wait to see what these shrubs look like once they get big. Hopefully they do a lot better than the other ones we've got in this yard. I'm going to look after them much better this time. I'll come back out this afternoon in the cool of the afternoon and give them another really good watering, because it is the middle of the day, like I said, which is not ideal for planting, but it is what it is, and hopefully with enough water they will do okay. I should probably say as well, when I was planting them, I threw in a little bit of potting mix into the soil because the soil we have in our place is just horrendous. So that's just a little bit of a helping hand to give them a better start. And otherwise I just put some mulch on top like we've been doing everywhere else, mozzie, and gave that a really good watering. So fingers crossed they do well, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye guys.